Hello! Welcome back to the 2022 edition of Hey, My Friend Made a Thing. We are here at GenCon with...
My name's Eric Davis.
And Eric Davis is going to tell you about something called The Kingdom.
Okay. Well, The Kingdom is a evolving card game or an ECG where you have a character and your character is trying to fight another character. These characters are supernatural in nature, so we have werewolves, we have vampires, we have different parts of the undead, and we also have normal humans that are also in this. And it is set in modern day Gothic, so we are talking like the world today in a very dark place.
That's so cool. But what's an evolving card game? How does that work?
So to explain how an evolving card game is, I have to talk about what TCG and CCG is.
These are so many things I don't know, but tell us what that means.
So a TCG or a CCG, we're talking like Magic, The Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, where you're buying packs and
and then you get expansions and new packs and you add them to your decks that you already make.
Right. And where you're getting hundreds and hundreds of cards and maybe only a quarter of them.
It's an investment to be able to play at a certain level.
Evolving card game is a little bit different. Where it is that when you have an expansion, our expansion is only going to be a box of 30 cards, and with the proper amount of cards that you would need to add to your collection, and that's it. So instead of going pack hunting like in other card games, you just buy this one box. You got everything to make your character and your character's deck the most powerful it can be.
So people and their friends, they could buy like one thing and then they could just play the game.
Well, so each person would have to buy their own character because the characters will.
But you only have to do it once, and then you can play with your friends.
Right,
and you're good.
You're good. And then the next expansion, you would have, let's say, 20 cards, and my character only needs. Yeah.
It's okay. It just turns the preview off. We're good.
We're good. Okay, so like you and your friends could pick up could go in on that one box, and then turn around. You split for the cards that you want to make your character the better.
So you can kind of trade them around and like update and you build a deck.
Right. Yes, but the decks aren't. But the cards aren't like, we have a rarity system. They're all the same. They're all the same rarity. You get the same amount.
So you build a character. Your deck is also your character.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So that's so crazy. So like, kind of like role playing games, you have a character that you invest in. You think about like what I want you to do. Like, are you fast or are you powerful? Like, what is your what's your tactics?
Mm-hmm. So
and that's also your deck.
Right. Well,
your deck is so cool.
Well, so each deck has a character card that has its stats on it. Part of the stats will be two different attacks that it has and a special ability.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the deck is cards that complement your character's ability. So we do have some tanks or some characters who are more reverse, who's designed to take more damage and be like, no, just bring it. I can wherever you got, I can take it.
That's the kind of character I like to play.
Yeah. Or we got some that is all about the offense, who's literally like, oh no, I'm going to rip your face off in 2 turns.
Nice. You gotta love a rushdown character.
So we do have a couple characters who are a little bit more on the mechanical thinking side that wants to try to manipulate their deck to bring your deck down. And so we try to make sure that there is a diversity in characters. And one of the things that's also coming out with the game is that we're going to have a storyline that's going to be with the game. So all these characters are going to have stories that is what they are doing in the kingdom. As the kingdom
so like as the expansions are released and you build your character and you are actually like discovering how all these different people relate to each other and like there's an uncovering of their world.
Yes.
And there's actually like a mood and kind of a tone that you're going for too with the kingdom, right?
Yeah, we wanted to go dark Gothic horror.
That's so cool.
So we introduced supernaturals into the human world. But it's a Cold War. So all these supernaturals are in this Cold War with each other in certain human factions, vying for power. But there's a twist to this.
Oh shit, there's a twist. What's the twist?
Typically, all the vampires are collectively work together, all the werewolves are together, the different minions they kind of hang out
and
together.
all the drama is happening.
And the humans are kind of all together. But there's a new faction, there's a new group in the game, and they're called the Kingsman.
Who are those guys?
It's a secret.
It's a secret. Oh, come on. Can you tell me?
So I can tell a little bit of it.
Tell us, give us just a hint, just to remind people.
In the story of the kingdom, a long time ago, a couple of millennia
back in days of yore or whatever.
Yeah, way long time. There was a king. His name has been lost. Their name has been lost in history. And he was on the quest of immortality.
That's always a good idea. It never goes wrong for anyone.
And all these, on his quest, the different supernatural creatures started showing up because of these failed experiments of his quest to immortality. So, eventually, he disappears. The supernatural, his offspring, still stayed away, but they hidden back in the realms of humanity, and time goes on. So, now there's a new faction that's called the Kingsman.
So everybody just forgot about this guy and whatever he was doing, and all of a sudden these new kids in town who are like, oh, remember us?
Something like that.
That's pretty exciting, and they're just going to make all kinds of drama, and everybody's going to be like, "What's up?"
Right. There will definitely be some drama, and they will be in different, and we will sprinkle them inside the different factions.
Oh, so people are going to have to keep up with the game to figure out what the hell is up. That's so cool.
Yes.
I don't play much of these card games just because usually they're so hard to get into. And unless you've already been like, how do I play Magic? I don't know, already have been doing it for the last 30 years, I guess.
Right.
You know, I'll go back to Pokemon, I guess, right?
Yeah, and then turn around, go into something else, and, this looked amazing. And
it's like, who has the time and the money? But, like, this seems much more approachable. And, like, more approachable, accessible gaming is always beautiful to see. Something that's like, just buy it and play it with your friends, and that's it. As you said that, what our plan is that we want to start off when we sell our product. It will be 4 starter decks that will be all playable, and they'll introduce our first 4 characters of the game. Just get started.
And these decks will be competitive. And you don't have to change anything out. And then the next expansion will be an expansion set, which will have 4 new characters that will add into the story, and more cards to. Now you can start tailoring your
So
deck.
It sort of starts out simple, and then it slowly builds in complexity as you learn it.
Yes.
That's such a great way to do things. Okay, so my last question is, what is some kind of tech or some idea or concept or something that's happening in gaming that gets you super hyped, something you're excited about and want to see more of?
I would say diversity. I would say inclusion. I'm a little old, I don't look it, but I'm a little on the old side. So
been around a while.
Yeah.
Not my first GenCon.
You can't see, but I got a little bit. I got some gray. I tried to start.
Hey, 2020 did that to a lot of us. All right.
Yeah. So, but I remember where there was no somebody that looks like me. There was that one character that comes from that one far away land, in that one place somewhere.
In the book, there was the one guy in the turban, and that's it. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and now that's going away. Now that's happening, and
I remember the first time I opened a D&D book, and the human was a black woman. This is a human.
That.
Yes, and I remember I did not expect how emotional it would make me. Like, I'm getting emotional now just being like, like, it's such a tiny thing, but
it helps.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I'm glad that the thing that we're loving here, the thing that we are part of, has learned that lesson.
Yes.
And is starting to do it. Are we stumbling here and there?
Yeah.
Yes. But are we at least making the effort?
Yes.
Are we at least trying? It's
trying? A start, right?
Right, it's a start.
Yeah.
And I have to put our ancestors, our elders that made that did the path work in all genres. And this is my Star Trek play because I saw your Delta, so I'm repping my Delta on this one. Yes, I got my Delta right here. So this is my call out to Michelle Nichols, who turned around, without her in there, didn't see black people, didn't see women of color, didn't see women in general who turned around can be doing the same thing that, I love my Kirk, but who can be doing the same thing Kirk was doing.
Yes.
Okay. So, with that being said, that hurt what she was doing back in the 60s.
Yeah.
gave was the help with the
that cannot be replaced. She cannot be replaced.
She can't be replaced, but that's some of the trails that we are here doing now.
Build on that over and over and more and more and more. It's like a foundation,
right? And I gotta go up and say, put my hand on that brick that she laid and be like, thank you.
Yeah, and then put your own there.
Yeah.
And then the next person, they're going to build on you.
Right.
Can you imagine some, like, teenager coming up to you in, like, 15 years and being like, oh, my God, Eric, I played Kingdom, and, like, now I'm teaching it to my kid.
Do you
and,
like, I would literally
you would, like,
cry.
fully cry.
You would see me bawling.
Yeah.
You would see me bawling. I would be like...
just fully sobbing at GenCon in the dealer's hall.
Yeah, there's an ugly... Yeah, I would be ugly face crying.
Can you imagine that moment when someone like, and now I'm making games. Now I'm making my own content. Do you want to see my drawings for my card game? You inspire me to make my own game.
I would love that. I would love that. And I'm hoping... I mean, we just got to do the work.
I am so inspired by your commitment to, like, laying your own stone and, like, being a step for the next person and the next and the next.
So I have to put a small disclaimer. This is not okay, so this is not just my project.
Oh, no.
Okay, this is my...
Oh, yes, of course. There are other people that I've met involved in this. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about them.
Okay, so the Kingdom was the initial brainchild of my brother.
Yes.
Okay, this is his baby.
Yeah.
I am uncle to it, but I think
and this is a family project, isn't it? That is so cool.
And my sisters, they are doing some of the art and handling the art side.
I have seen the art. It is really fun. Actually, let me see. Do we have something we can hold up for the camera? Keep talking though. Keep talking.
So we turn around. So my sisters are on the art side, on the card design side, and they have rocked it. They have.
It's so cool. The art is so cool. And here's just a little sample of some of the art. It's like kind of cartoon style, but it's got this like energy to it that's really exciting. I'm a big fan of it.
So that character right there, pull the character up for a second.
All right. So here's our werewolf.
This is our first introduction
with a classic claw Claw Vega style. Gotta love that.
That is Erebus. That's the character's name. His name is Erebus. He was designed off of my brother's now 8-year-old husky.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that was the initial design. Like it just so when we say this is a family affair,
this is really a family. Even the family dog is in the game.
Even the family dog is in the game. Yeah.
That's amazing. Was Erebus a good boy?
Yeah, he's a good boy.
All right, maybe Erebus is a little shit sometimes.
Nah, he's a good boy. He's good. He's good.
Right.
But he's still. We love him to death. So
a family project that is building on a tradition and towards diversity in games that you can just take home and play and evolve as you buy. That sounds so cool. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. And check out this game. It sounds really cool.
So you can find us right now on Facebook under Kings Never Die Games.
Okay.
We will be having our Kickstarter and back. There's another version of Kickstarter that we will be on both platforms.
Oh yeah, definitely talk about that.
Yes, next week.
Okay.
Yeah, starting next week. I will. Let me pull this card out.
Okay. We're gonna show you another card.
Yeah. No. The card is backmarking. That's who.
All right.
Backkick. We will be on Backkick and on Kickstarter. Under the Kingdom.
And I will link all this stuff, of course.
Also, we are also on Discord, and we will be upgrading our Discord, so we'll have basically the work site and the play site.
Oh, nice. Are you going to invite me to your Discord?
Of course.
I mean, come on. Okay, cool.
Of course.
All right, I'll be there, so of course it'll be fun. All right. Thank you so much for talking to me. I really enjoyed it. So, wait, goodbye.
Right.
Bye.